Hi.
Hi, I'm from China, but I'm now like in teaching at in English language school in Dublin, Ireland, and my director recommended like this course to me because like I think two or three of my coworkers still did the same course as EBC, so that's why they recommended. Okay, so they offered a really good course here, so you should try. And also the time schedule like you offered was kind of consistent with my working schedule, so that's why I chose EBC. I have like 6 teaching experience back in China, and then half a year teaching experience here in Dublin. I cause like my coworkers told me like the course would be kind of like intense, but
Yeah.
actually I was really enjoying like having class with a supervisor, with a teacher, because like I think she is really good at naturally conveying all the messages like in the courses, and also giving us examples, even with her own example, and also answering and asking questions like really promptly. So I really enjoyed like this course. If my another coworkers like would want to take TESOL, I would definitely recommend this course to them. So I guess it's the how to say that, it's probably the mindset, as a teacher you need to prepare before you deliver the lecture, the lesson. So TESOL prepared us a lot of like this preparation from selecting like the right resources like for students, and to the whole the teaching plan thing, so that you can have a general like snapshot of what you are going to do like during the class, and also individualized teaching plans. Like it's also one another takeaway from this course. Okay, for me, from my perspective, I don't think English speakers can automatically be like an English teacher. Definitely
Yeah.
no, because there are a lot of professionalism, and also a lot of techniques, skills in teaching. If you just speak, you know, um, the fact that you speak English doesn't mean like you are really naturally good English teacher. No,
Yeah.
definitely not. But I guess from my perspective, teachers in different countries also have different focuses. Because back in China, I was teaching as an English teacher like for 6 years. So the focuses in China would be exam taking and on grammar and sentence making, not especially on speaking and listening. So you can say like a lot of like Chinese students, they're really good at exam taking, but they're not really good at speaking English and even
Right.
writing. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I guess I understand back in China I already have my certificate in China, but here in different country, in an English speaking country, it is not really acknowledged here. So
Mm.
that's I understand with different focuses in different countries. I think in this English speaking countries, like TESOL is necessary here, not
Right.
yeah, not because I have my certificate before. So I believe that in different countries you need to have this different certificate like in hand though. For me, I guess the students we have are all non-native speakers. That's why they need to
Right.
learn English here,
Yeah.
right? So as a non-native teacher, I guess I can offer my own experience of learning English like through all my life. But I even probably we have the same a tendency to make that the same mistakes. So I will try to share my experience with them. Okay, how I overcome how I deal with these mistakes, and how I improve in this kind of way. But as a native speaker, sometimes they do not know the logic behind this. It's just
Yeah.
okay, it's just automatically out of my mouth. So they do not know the rationale after learning
Yeah.
English. So I guess
Yeah.
I have a lot of advantages compared with native speakers. Yeah, but in the past actually I think native speakers would be the the most professional like kind of a teacher, like English teacher in the world. But now after doing like courses with TESOL with EBC, I totally changed my mind. So I think like as a non-native speaker, I have a lot of things, like another like takeaways to experience to share with them.
Right.
And that's more convincing.